All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier self hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So, just checking audio levels, test, test, test. All right, we're back. So, as you can tell, if you've already seen the thumbnail, then you know what the theme is for today's pod. And if you happen to, of course, be watching this on Facebook live at this moment, just keep this in mind. Especially as a digital coach, um, if you if you are right now feeling the power of momentum, then congratulations, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. And one thing I can tell you is that when you feel that spirit of momentum, then it literally feels like nothing can upset the apple cart. Nothing can stand in your way, and you just keep moving in literally in massive strides. And every day feels like a new day. Every day feels like this is exactly what you've been meant to be doing. And sometimes it makes you wonder, it's like where was all this while? Now, the other side of the same coin is that maybe if you haven't been feeling that momentum for a while, one thing I can tell you that is that it's totally okay. Why do I say this? Because I've constantly and consistently felt both, right? Especially as a digital coach, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how difficult it can be at times. You know how frustrating it can be at times when it feels like you're almost there, but nothing happens at the time or in the moment when it's supposed to. That could be in the context of maybe you're doing a sale, maybe you are setting up a new program, running a project. Doesn't really matter. What's important is that one, that I can tell you from my experience is that I have learned to start to acknowledge the feeling, acknowledge the thoughts that are running in my mind. And this, I have seen through my own experience, is a way to actually pause, is a way to allow whatever is inside of me, let it just come up to the surface. And when I'm able to just be present to it, then it no longer affects me, it no longer bothers me. And that literally takes me to the next phase, which is literally what I began with in today's pod, right? So, especially as a digital coach, if maybe you've been having a bad run of luck, as they say, maybe if you've been hoping that the year would have been better, a better start. At the time of this recording, we are already like close to, what is it, about a third of the month through in the first month of the year. And it can be quite frustrating. It can feel quite frustrating if you've not hit your stride, if you've not been able to experience the kind of highs that you see other people experiencing, especially other digital coaches that you may know of. So one thing I can tell you is that if you are willing to just acknowledge yourself, just pause for a moment and really reflect on on who you are, on who you're actually being in this moment, right? Are you condemning yourself for the rest of this year, thinking that, oh, this is going to be like my worst year ever? Or on the other hand, are you pausing to say, okay, it didn't start as I had intended, but I have the rest of this month, I have the rest of this year, and I don't have to do this alone. Right? That's the reason why, like I said, and I keep reminding, and I will keep reminding you, that's the reason why I show up every day as a way to remind you that, it doesn't matter if you're going through like ups and downs, if you are maybe, more, experiencing the downs than the ups, it's perfectly okay. Right? Just remember that you are not alone. Right? I know what that feels like. I've been there many, many times on this journey. And I can say this with surety, like after literally 2 decades, it isn't only the good stuff. It isn't only the bad stuff, right? It's always a combination of the two. And so more and more today, when you recognize that there is a community that you can be part of, there are other people who like you are going through this journey, that is when, that is when you start to feel more relaxed. You can kind of loosen that death grip that you have on your dreams, on your goals, on your targets, and just breathe, right? So if any of this connects with you, and if you feel, okay, you know what, maybe it isn't so bad, or maybe on the other hand, if you still feel like, yes, this is really bad, you don't know what I'm going through, or I wish I could talk to somebody, I'm just saying this to you, like, reach out and let me know how I can help you. And last but not the least, of course, remember to live with purpose. So I look forward to seeing you in the next pod. As you know, this is a daily pod. So see you in the next one. God bless and have a wonderful day ahead. Have a wonderful year ahead. Take care. See you soon.